ready?
I am. What do I need to do?
What you gonna talk?
Oh, look, I was like, let me do some stuff.
Благослови моих братьев, благослови наши руки. Мы в поисках больших денег, мы в деле круглые сутки. Благослови
Pimped Out Radio Show, man, they everywhere.
Благослови моих братьев. Благослови моих братьев, благослови наши руки. Мы в поисках больших денег, мы в деле круглые сутки. Благослови моих братьев. Благослови моих братьев. Я скрутил себе подушку, я выдыхаю
The best jam I have ever eaten.
Oh wow.
I have that as a testimonial.
И не играй со мной свою роль. Со мной молодые братья. Мы возьмем котлеты наличных себе на завтрак. Сегодня-завтра, неважно как я. You, эй, yeah. Благослови моих братьев, благослови наши руки, мы в поисках.
Alright, y'all, tuned in for another episode of Baked Out Radio Show. I am your host Andres, and I have a lovely guest to my left, to y'all's right. We have Miss April Dennis.
Yes.
And say the name of your business, because I do not want to mess it up.
Well, actually, I am April Joe, because a lot of people don't know me as April Dennis.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
April Joe, it's okay.
Okay, do you want me to do that over?
No, you're fine.
Yeah,
Because that's my real name now.
Okay.
It is my real name. It's just
Okay.
people don't know me as that. Everybody just kind of knows me as my maiden name, which was Johnson.
Oh,
so I just
okay.
made it short and made it April Joe.
April Joe. I did. Okay, so before you said the name of your business,
Okay.
were you born in April?
No. I get that question too much. Do you hear me? Everybody. I know you was born in April. You an April Fool's baby. Nope.
what were
Neither
you
one.
born?
August the 31st.
Really?
Don't ask me why my name is August, not August. Because I don't want to be August. I like April.
Okay.
But yeah, August the 31st. I am a Virgo.
Virgo. Okay. No, I was born in April. I'm an Aries.
That's why you asked.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yep, because it relates directly to me.
Yes.
Which is funny. I have not met a whole lot of Aprils recently that are born in April, which, you know, that just shows you the time changing as far as the culture.
Yes.
But Miss April Joe,
Yes.
let us know the name of your business.
I am the CEO of All Situations Telecommunications and Teletravel.
Okay, so two of them.
Two of them.
Okay.
Businesses. Yes.
So tell us, like, background, how did you get started and what made you want to, you know what I'm saying, pursue entrepreneurship?
Okay, so of course, I've always wanted to be my own boss. Like literally since I was little. I think I bossed my brother around and little cousins and things like that around. So I've always wanted to be a boss. But I didn't want to actually become my own boss until I want to say right before pandemic.
Oh, okay.
Right before the pandemic. And I felt like I had to do that because of the fact that, like, none of the businesses really had a structured answering, you know what I'm saying, type of thing. And I know a lot of business owners that actually run off their cell phone, you know, things like that. So they don't know how to really answer the phone politely and correctly and, you know how to just be able to just speak with people. So I felt like that was something that would have been real nice to be able to have. And we couldn't really be around too many people because of COVID. So a lot of offices was closed.
Yeah.
So I felt like that was a good thing to be able to help other business owners out.
It is definitely needed.
Yes.
Because I know a lot of businesses, when I call them, like, because I'm business oriented. So I guess I'm, because of my background in business, like a whole degree in business, with a concentration in marketing from the Fort Valley State University.
Yeah.
And I've been doing this since 2005. So I know that even, like, you know how some businesses are started with their own personal cell phone, they put that information out there. I'm like, the moment that you do that, you don't know who's calling on the other end.
Exactly.
So you need to answer your phone like they would be calling a brick and mortar business.
Yep.
But a lot of them never think about that. Then they be like texting back, who this and all that.
I know.
I'm like, text back, you just lost money.
I know that's right. I'm going to the next person.
Exactly.
That's how it is. Yeah,
it is needed, and they need to understand that. You cannot put your stuff out there without thinking that I mean, it's like they're in this bubble or whatever. The internet goes all over the world.
Yep.
And you don't know who gets your information from where, because it's easily shared with other folks and things of that nature. So whenever a new number calls, and when people call me, even though I do have a personal not personal cell phone, I do have a business cell phone. And by the way, y'all, I sent her a text message to confirm the interview. It went to a landline. I thought she had the business.
He thought I had a cell phone.
Yeah, I thought she had the business cell phone. And I was like, ma'am, you did. I was gonna fuss at her and everything. I can't even fuss at her. It went to a landline, which I get. You know what I'm saying? I got a few other businesses that still have landlines. But even when people call my personal cell phone, and if I don't know the number, I still answer like, "Hey, this is Andreas. How can I help you? What business are you looking for?" Or sometimes I just answer as the business.
Yep.
That way, they automatically know. Okay, I dialed the right number. Because you don't want customers second guessing your capabilities.
Exactly. And that was the whole point of me actually doing that part of the business. Because like I said, you couldn't go into the office. People were setting more appointments than anything back then, when we had the pandemic going on. So it was just basically to help, you as the business owner. That's all.
So that I'm sure skyrocketed your business.
Yes.
Because the service is needed.
Yes.
As especially here in Georgia or whatever, but I'm sure you probably operate outside of Georgia as well.
I try.
Okay.
I try. Now, the other part of my business definitely helps me to do that.
Okay.
Definitely helps me to do
as Georgia, basically just come on through and we're going to open up everything. People come back in. How did that affect your business?
It didn't too much. It didn't.
Okay.
To be honest, the same people, well, I don't like to call them people, but the clients that I had then, they're still with me.
Okay.
They're still with me. And I have a couple of them. Shout out to you guys.
That's what's up. So they're still using the services.
Yes, they are.
Are new businesses recognizing the value of what you bring to their business?
Well, to be honest, this is actually my first year that I actually got out and networked.
Okay,
to be honest with you, when it comes down to that, this is my first year I did it.
Okay,
so yes, since then, I can say I have had, new business owners reach out to me.
Okay, so what does that process look like? So when you go and you network and you're talking to other business owners, like what is your pitch like and what are you telling them?
Well, of course, I pass on my card, of course. My card actually lists all the services and things that I do. And yes, the first thing they ask, what is the answering service? So I just explain it to them, let them know, hey, it's just a simple way, either landline or cell phone. You send it to me by transferring your numbers by *72. When it's time for you to get your lines back, *73. Or either forward them from your cell phone.
So like the feature that some of these companies offer or whatever, but you're doing it. And so when it's transferred, what is happening in that process? Are you like booking the clients for them or something, or like what?
It depends on what that particular business owner needs me to do.
Okay.
So I do have one client that is a makeup artist, as well as she runs her own insurance, and she has other little things going on, kind of like you. So when they call, of course it pops up with the caller ID on my phone to let me know how to greet her people that call, which is basically just her business name. And I just do what she needs me to do. So it's called an intake is what it's called. When I have to sit down and have an actual meeting with them, find out what they need to be done. Are they wanting appointments to be set? Are they needing me to call clients, or whatever that needs to be done. So of course that particular client will let me know what needs to be done.
Okay. So I got this question then. The service that you offer, and if someone goes out and hires like a personal assistant, is it sort of considered the same?
The same exact thing. It's just, guess what? You don't have to worry about making no office space for me because I have my own. And it's basically a virtual assistant away from your office.
That's what's up.
Yep.
What businesses would you not be able to do that service for, or are there any?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Because I have not run across anybody that I feel like I can't help. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because I feel like all business owners need,
Okay,
some
so what
kind
about
of
a mechanic shop, right?
Yeah. Set appointments.
Set appointments. Okay. I'm trying to think. So I imagine like doctor's offices and all that stuff would be able to do I'm trying to think if there's something.
Now, I will tell you, like, I do have my insurance client, the one that does the makeup and the insurance. When it comes to her makeup, I do the appointments for her. But when it comes to her insurance side, around open enrollment, around October or something like that, I will be the one to actually give those cold calls to her clients, you know, and let them know, hey, we're coming up in open enrollment, and, you know, my client is basically wanting to see if everything is okay, you know. She even had me call around when she had a she did her makeup lunch. And I called, like, she sent me a whole list of people, and I just called them, hey, would you like to come to her, you know, her lunch? And set it up right then and there. Just write their name down for her.
Okay, so do business owners have to be at a certain level then?
No.
Of success to be able to?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
My lowest package is $29, and that's for 40 free minutes. After that, it's 95 cents a minute.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So hypothetically, what about someone who's launching a business and, like you said, they're trying to bring awareness or whatever to their business? Let's go with the same makeup thing, but it's someone different, right?
Okay.
And the industry doesn't like know them as well. Are you able to like cold call from a list that you have, or do a list have to be provided to you?
They would have to provide a list.
Okay, but you'll cold call for them though on their behalf.
Yeah, I'll do that. It's not a problem at all.
Are you people who don't like sales out there? Cold calling. Cold calling works.
It does. It really does. Like I said, that's even a whole nother part of my second business that we're gonna get to, but definitely cold calling does work.
That's what's up. So, what was something that you learned like initially then when like launching it within the first 6 months or something that you necessarily didn't know, but you had to pivot and like correct or change or adapt to?
Me just doing my research, to be honest with you. I started it, you know, and I was like so excited, and then once I think about 6-7 months was in, I was just like, no, I don't like that. I don't like how it's set up. I don't like how this is done. And I just researched more, found different ways to do it, and I love the way I do it now. Even though it's the old school way, the Star 72 way, it is the best way possible, to be honest with you. And I can't answer calls, you know, while we're sitting here. If my office phone rings, it comes straight to my cell phone with the business name popping up and everything. So your name popped up on it when you called me.
Which
name? Entertainment.
Oh yeah, Big Dot Entertainment. Yeah. Actually, people don't know you can call your carrier and have your caller ID name changed.
That too, and people did not know that. I had to tell my client.
I did that like. What year did I start? 2005.
I had to tell her that too.
I had a cell phone, my old cell phone number that I had for like 8-9 years, and then I changed it to my new one that I've had for the last 10-12 years. But yeah, you can change it. I never changed it. Actually, I actually need to call them and actually change it to like Big Dot Radio Show or Big Dot Marketing, whichever one.
Oh yeah, because it's just B Entertainment.
Yeah, it just come up B Entertainment as Big Dot Entertainment. Yeah. That was my first business I started.
Okay.
I was doing music promotions for artists, and it was successful in the regards that I got the name out there, and I was able to write it off for taxes and stuff because I was still working. But as far as like, you know, it bringing in the money for me to live off of, nah. I was ahead of the curve. Like a lot of artists didn't understand music contracts. They were still trying to find their sound, let alone they're looking at a piece of paper and they feeling intimidated. And that's what it was. They didn't tell me that, but like going back and like looking at it from 2020 or hindsight, whatever, 2020. That's what it was. They were intimidated by the language of the contract and all that, and I had a thorough understanding. Yes. Because I was at Fort Valley while I was in my business classes, accounting, all of them, management and whatever. I did that work, whatever, and I'm reading business books.
You wasn't one of them away, was you, Adrian?
I probably was.
Oh God, you was.
I probably was. And then I went to Griffin and did some stuff up there, and then I did some stuff in Atlanta. And when I used to post that, that's actually how, because I'm not a transplant. I'm a transplant of Macon. I'm not from Macon originally.
Me either.
And well, I'm sure you figured out like Macon has its own little culture or whatever.
You do.
So you got to be known or whatever.
You do.
People to be messing with you. You could be the best thing since sliced bread, and they don't care.
They don't know.
They don't care. Even if they know, they don't care. But I get it, you know what I'm saying? That's what makes making it so unique. And I tell people that's why we have 3 radio stations and 3 news stations and all that, whatever. When like Columbus only has 2, I think Atlanta just added a 3rd one. Savannah only has 2, but those markets are bigger or as big as we are, but we got 3 of them. And Macon is actually a test market, and people don't know that. Especially when it comes to music. But anyway, once I started showing that information and coming back down to Macon, that's when people started messing with me, whatever. And they knew I was genuine on it or whatever. And ever since now, people know.
Yes.
And
I'm referring to.
Right, you know what I'm saying? I get it all the time. So you have the answering service business. And I don't know. Is that the right terminology you want to use it for?
It's an answering service.
Okay, because I don't want to discount what it is.
No, that's exactly what it is.
And
answer
then
service.
the other one is what again?
Well, I do a couple of things when it comes down to the things that I actually do, but answering service and my travel business. Those
the
are
travel
the 2
business.
things. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you show people how to travel.
Yes,
right?
how to book travel, how to do all of that, and also to become a travel business owner. You can also, come on the team with me.
Okay.
And let's do it.
So, with the travel business, how was that? Was that around the same time during the pandemic?
No, as a matter of fact, I started my answering service back in 2020. I just started my traveling business, I want to say 3 months ago.
Okay.
And it's up there already, like literally.
Well, I think people are wanting to like really start traveling more and stuff like that.
Definitely.
So now that you know that like COVID happened and all that stuff or whatever, I imagine that the travel industry is probably different than what it was.
Yes.
Are there like new protocols in place and stuff, or like
Well, they used to have,
or...
like you have to get a COVID test done and different things like that, but no, not anymore.
Okay.
It's not too many of them. Now, you might run across maybe a cruise or something that maybe is required, but no, maybe even another country might be required. But a lot of them, they dropped the requirements.
Okay. So what makes the travel business or industry a business that people should jump into? Like, what's appealing about it?
Ooh, what? Listen, y'all, you can save so much money on your own travels. Like, literally being your own travel business owner, you can book your own travels, vacations, plane tickets, car rentals, even down to entertainment tickets to the Super Bowl and things like that. And you make a commission off of it. So if it's your own booking, you make your own money back, basically. You basically do. And being on this particular travel business, once you bring somebody on board, you make money from that. On top of when they book, or if they bring somebody on board, you make money from that. So you might not even know that they're bringing an agent on board, or, they're booking somebody. Once you check your account and you see that money in there, you know that, your business partner or the person that's on your team, they did what they supposed to have did. So
is it a concept or business concept where or model where it'll pay you in, like, I guess, perpetuity if you get it up to like a certain, so like a certain amount of people out of under your come through you as your funnel?
You bring one agent on, you make money off of just bringing one agent. Each agent that you bring on board, you make money, literally, each one.
And then the ones that they bring on as
you
well,
make money off of them.
And then, like, I guess it keeps going.
It keeps going. The bigger your team is, the more you make. Yep.
I'm trying to think, like, how do they cut all that then? That's right. I'm trying to, like, okay, so let's just say there's $1 here, right? And then you're at the top.
Yep.
And then, like, you bring on the agents, so then, they bring in $1, you get paid, like, 50 cents, and then I guess they get paid 50 cents. I'm just using basic.
You're right, though, because it's 50%, so you're right.
But then they bring on a person, and that same dollar is spent. By the time, I'm like, is it cut like 3 ways in or whatever?
No, it's not. But that's a great example, though. But yes, you would, if you start out with $1 and you bring somebody on, that person, you get that whole $1 now.
Oh, okay.
Just to start out. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that right now. As soon as you bring that person on, you get that whole $1. As soon as they bring somebody on, they get their whole $1, and then you get 50 cents. You get what I'm saying? And then if that person brings somebody on, they still get their whole $1. You get 50 cents, and then the person they brought on gets 25 cents. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
So it's basically a team. If
Yeah.
you have a nice team that's getting it, going out there and they're, basically building it, building their own team, who they're bringing on board, is helping you. It's helping you.
So have you been able to expand your team yet?
I have.
Okay.
I actually have already, let me see, I want to say the 14th, which was yesterday. I had been on it for 3 months, and I am now a bronze builder, which is 3 agents that I have brought on my team.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yep.
So, okay, so what's that process like then as far as like, because I don't think people really get to hear stuff like that as far as like, how do you pitch and tell someone about the benefits of them being on your team or whatever, or how do you convince them?
Oh, how do I convince them? I showed them my card and I said, look, girl, I was in Jamaica 2 months ago. As soon as I say that, they're like, oh, really? What you had to do? And, this and that. Then I tell them, come on board. I can help you make some money. And that's what happens. It ends
Okay,
up
so it's just basically just showing
blooming. Yes.
I love it. So, are you the first one like in your family to like really follow an entrepreneur's path, or did you have any previous examples?
No, to be honest, no. In my immediate family, I am the first.
And so, how are you looked upon now then? Because sometimes I know talking with other entrepreneurs, it's like a mixture of some people support, some people like show like a little resentment or whatever, or hidden biases.
Yes.
And I think they do that because if you're out there chasing your goals and dreams, you're a mirror to them, and they're not seeing you, but they're seeing your actions, and they know that they had dreams and goals and aspirations, but they didn't want to follow through.
Yeah. And I think that's where it comes from. When it comes down to the resentment and the jealousy and the hate and things like that, that's where I think it comes from, to be honest with you. They want to do it.
Yeah.
They dream about doing it, but they never take that leap of faith, and just get out there and do it.
So what was the straw that like pushed you forward then, or what was the catalyst that made you finally, okay, I'm gonna jump out there and do it?
The things that I had to do, you know what I'm saying, to actually even, take care of my kids, take care of my household, period. It was just like, you know what, you can't keep doing what you're doing. You're getting older, you know what I'm saying? So you want to be able to leave a legacy behind for your kids.
Yeah.
So that's what made me actually jump and do it. And with
Okay, I
the
can
travel
see that,
business, it leaves behind a will, not a bill, I promise you. Even if something happens to me today, this money that I residually get from the travel business will go to my kids, regardless.
That's what's up.
Yep,
I
so
think
that's a good thing.
I think that is a huge selling
That's
point
the best
for like,
thing.
what I'm saying, a lot of single moms, a lot of two-parent households, anyone with kids.
Yes,
If
definitely.
you really want to leave a legacy to your kids, this is one of the ways you could do that.
This is the best way to do it, to be honest. I mean, we have people that actually have been, like retired from the army and things like that, and their retirement checks, goes back. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't go to them or their kids. But with this travel business, all your money, your commissions, weekly bonuses, residual money, period, goes to your kids or, your loved ones. So that's the main thing that really, 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 made me just be like, yeah, I want to get on board.
Okay, so which one do you like more then? Your travel business or your Ethra business?
I want to say the travel business. Only because I get perks and, deals and savings. I promise you, I'm all about saving money, y'all.
Yeah.
I love it. That's the main thing.
Okay, so then as you're doing this and you keep getting bigger and bigger, that your time is going to be consumed by one of the businesses or both, or you're going to have to like pick and choose. So do you see yourself like leaning towards one down the line?
No.
Okay, so you're just gonna put whatever in place and have someone else do the stuff. Okay.
To be honest, that is my goal, is to eventually have me a building, you know what I'm saying, or office space or something like that, and hire me some people.
Okay,
That's my goal.
Okay.
But I want to be big enough, you
yeah.
know what I'm saying, because I can handle it now, to be honest, by myself. Me and my daughter. I have a 19-year-old daughter, she helps me out, and my 15-year-old daughter, she helps me out if needed.
Okay.
But right now, it's just, just me. I don't really want to bring anybody else on board until I get more clients, especially for my answering service, because the travel business is basically, it works itself.
Yeah. No,
Once
I
you
can
become
definitely see
a
that.
travel business owner, this is your business. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? I'm just basically helping you. So, yeah.
Okay. Trying to think. Shoot. Okay, so what are like some of the pitfalls of owning a travel business?
Ooh, what do you mean?
Like, there has to be a downside to every business. Like, every business is not gold.
No. Mm-mm. We have how can I say it? Trust guarantees. We don't have no risk. None whatsoever.
So zero risk.
Zero risk.
Industry.
All guarantees. I promise you. All guarantees.
Okay. So there's no risk, but then there has to be some type of disconnection then, because if that's the case, then everyone will flock to it, right?
That's what we're trying to get everybody to do.
Well, I get that. So then what's the feedback that people give you then? Why they are
Ain't got no
hesitant?
money. You know, of course you got to invest in yourself, and it's not a crazy amount. It's only $199, and then they charge you like $59 per month for overhead, and that's it. But that's the main thing people tell me. Well, I ain't got the money right now. We don't have the money right now, especially around the holidays, you know, things like that. But definitely after the holidays, I know for a fact it should pick up because people will start getting their income tax and, you know, little loans and things like that. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to be,
But then they also got to work the clientele and stuff too, though, if they want to.
Well, that's the thing. It's not about you having, because you won't have clientele when you become a travel business owner. You know what I'm saying? The only person you will have on your side is the person that brings you on.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So once you're on, the person that brings you on, and then, you know, we invite you to all the groups and different chats and things like that. So if you have questions that your business partner, the person that brings you on, can't answer or they're not available, you can always reach out to your director, your sponsor, your upline, anybody, because we have a whole team.
Like, okay, so how would you grow the travel business then? Like, say if you want to do like $1 million in a year or whatever. Like,
And we have some that do. We do. Like I said, it's all about you building your team. It's all about you being able to speak with people, you know what I'm saying, and let them know what they're doing and how it can benefit them.
Okay. So I think I'm getting it. So basically, people who like to travel and don't want to have to spend all the money that they normally would, they're saving by opening their own travel business. And the person basically brings them on or whatever, and they're on their team or whatever, and you just go find more people who want to travel and stuff like that, but not at the regular consumer expense.
Yes.
And still be able to make money and all that stuff. Okay, so I get it.
Now, I do want to let it be known, though, with the travel side of my businesses, I also have two businesses with just that. You get what I'm saying? You have the travel side where you're doing the bookings and different things like that. And then you have the Planet marketing side, you know, which is the side that you are bringing agents on board. So you got two streams of income coming from just that one business.
Okay, so from the agents and stuff, from the marketing, and then also the bookings.
The bookings, yeah.
Now, are you able to book other people?
Of course.
Okay, so.
Of course.
Okay, so that's what you're doing too. You're booking other people who like to travel and probably don't want necessarily their own business.
Yes.
Because everybody don't want a business.
Everybody can't, like we already said.
Exactly.
You're right. They can't do it.
Yeah.
They'll rather work for anybody else, but they can't do it themselves.
They want the luxuries and all that stuff, but don't want to put in the work.
Yes.
But everything that comes along with it. Okay, so do you see yourself like, jumping into any other industry, or do you see yourself just concentrating on these two businesses and building them up even more?
Concentrating on these two. Because being honest with you, I was so focused on my answering service. And I had been hearing about this travel business for at least a couple of years now. They've been in business for 7 years. They have 75,000 active agents as of right now. So I've been hearing about it, but I never really jumped on board with it, until I had a friend of mine that literally sat me down and was like, look, you are good with sales. You are good with talking to people and doing stuff like this. I want to bring you on board. And ever since then, we've been like this. We've had all kind of brunches and meetings and all kind of parties, different things like that, literally in 3 months.
That's what's up.
Yep.
How receptive are the people in this area? Because I know most of the time people start with the geographic area that they're based in. So have people been receptive in this area about it, or they mixed reviews and stuff? Or
well, not too tough with the answering service side, but definitely with the travel side. I have people always asking questions, always trying to figure out what did I do to do this, and did I have to have a passport to go to Jamaica, stuff like that. So yeah, I would say that.
Okay. Don't you have to have a passport?
You do. You do. You guys, you gotta have a passport to go to Jamaica.
Yeah,
Don't ask me
what is it? United States owns the Virgin Islands or something.
Yes, you can go to the Virgin Islands. You can go to Mexico without a passport. What else is it? I want to say Hawaii, of course. It's a couple other places that you can go. You know what I'm saying? That's not a part of the United States without a passport. But majority of everything else, you won't need a
Mexico is
passport.
probably just an agreement. I imagine. 'Cause, that's not the United States. It's not one of our properties.
It's not.
I'm trying to think. So, is there anything that we haven't discussed? Anything, you want to discuss that I haven't asked a question about?
No, I do want to let everyone know though, if you do want to be a business owner, it's not hard. It's not hard at all. A lot of people think that because you own your own business that you went to school for 18 years.
No, you don't have to do all that.
Yeah, some businesses
It's
you don't
easy
even have
to
to
start.
have
I tell
none of
people
that.
it's easy to start a business. The hard part is running the
It's
business.
running. You hit it on the head.
Yeah,
You hit it on the
because
head.
like when I did my second business, Baked Out Music Group, which is I still have as an independent label, and I was at my accounting business office, and that's when we was on Park Street in North Macon, and there was an intern there, and I went in, I typed up and went to the secretary website, did the filing and all that. It took like 5-6 minutes. And it's like, that's all you need. I was like, yeah, for this type of business,
That's
yeah.
it.
Because I don't need to, because I'm running out that house as far as like having people come or whatever. So administratively, I don't have to go and do all that other stuff. And I'm like, you only need your business license when you get commercial space. So you can go through planning and zoning or whatever. But even to go through the process, you can do all that stuff in like one day.
You sure can.
And get everything going. I'm like, it's not hard to open up the business.
It's not at all.
The hard part is running a successful
Keeping it up,
business.
yes.
Keeping it going. And it not
Now with the
draining.
travel business, you don't even have to have. A lot of people ask me that. Well, do I have to, actually go get an EIN number or LLC? No, you don't have to do none of that. You're actually once you pay that $199 investment fee, you are automatically a certified travel advisor. Automatically. All you have to do is do your work as far as your training and personalize your website and all of that. Everything is already there for you. All you're doing is going in and putting your name, picture, and all of that and doing your trainings.
Yeah.
And you can do that on your own time.
Yeah.
And you can run it from your phone. You don't have to
Yeah.
have a computer. You don't have to do none of that.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. I definitely say that. So, y'all got options out here.
Definitely.
Become an agent, travel agent. And, so let everybody know where can they go to social media and follow and inquire all that stuff in both businesses.
Yes. Okay. So, of course, if you want to join my group, it's called All Situations Teletravel. That is a Facebook group. I have all kind of giveaways, different things like that, from vacation vouchers. I even pay cash out sometime, just to get you to come on board and just listen to a Zoom presentation or anything like that. That is one thing. The other way that you can reach me is by my email. That's allsituationstelecom with one M at gmail.com. I have a website, allsituationstelecommunications.com. Everything is on there from my work from home opportunities as well as my actual staffing and my travel business. All of that is on there. And that's something we didn't talk about with the other things that I do offer,
Right.
which is I'm a certified notary as well as I hire work from home opportunities too.
Ah, okay. Well, so I used to be a notary back in the day. Then I just stopped doing it.
Why?
I ain't feel like doing it anymore.
I got you.
I'm like, I went in there, did the filing with the paperwork at the clerk's office, whatever, had the
Yes.
statement and everything, got the seal, all that, bought the book.
Oh my goodness. And you just let it go? Why? I don't like that.
The only reason I really did it is because my counseling business at the time, we needed a secondary notary for some of the paperwork.
I was about to say, you
And-
must just needed it for something.
I just needed
Okay.
to do that. And then when we got my office manager went and got one, and then somebody else in the office went and got one too. So I was like, I don't need this anymore.
I got you.
Because I wasn't like using it to turn it into a business. I was just needing the credentials to notify paperwork that didn't have my name on it.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't doing none of that. So hey, there's a lot of stuff to go on out here. But yeah, I know that it's very important to get stuff notarized, especially for like legal reasons and stuff.
And that's why I got it, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. It wasn't about me even focusing as far as that being a business. It was just something that I added on. You get what I'm saying, to what I'm already doing,
Yeah.
so that you won't have to go out there and get nothing notarized. I got it right here.
Exactly. So I'm
That's
making all in one type of person.
Yes.
Yeah. A woman of all trades.
Yeah.
But yeah, so y'all make sure y'all go check out Miss April Dennis, aka April Joe.
Yeah. Don't forget.
Support her businesses. Email her website, all that stuff. Yeah, I know it's gonna be there on the finished product side, the edited side.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am, for your story.
You're so welcome.
I appreciate it.
You are so welcome. I
you know,
enjoyed it.
But I'm glad you enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? Lets me know I'm doing my job well.
You are.
Y'all make sure y'all go and download the Make That Radio Show app if you have not, and then always, if you're on Facebook watching this, send those stars.
Со мной молодые братья Мы возьмем котлеты наличных себе на завтрак Сегодня-завтра, неважно как я You